Fugazi Amici, slang for fake friends, is a clothing brand founded by Trevor Gorji in Los Angeles. It is currently one of the most successful brands out there. This video isn't about the band Fugazi, and even ChatGPT doesn't know Trev. Before starting Fugazi, Trevor had been creating since middle school and continued throughout high school. When he was 13, he ran a skate brand known as Paradox Supply Co. for 4 years with minimal success. Fast forward to later years, alongside Fugazi, he was running a skating fashion brand called North Korea Skate Team. Throughout his time at USC, Trevor realized the corporate world wasn't for him and decided to fully pursue his brand. This way, after graduating, he could focus on it full-time without needing a traditional job. During college, he met Fernando and Jacob, becoming part of the videos on Jacob's channel. He also interned at Unsound Rags, where he learned about various designers, high fashion pieces, and gained insight into different fashion worlds. In his college years at USC, Trevor went viral for the first time with the anti-feel disruptor signs all over campus. This incident brought him followers and attention, putting him in the spotlight. Shortly after, he would release the One in the Chamber sneakers inspired by the legendary Nike Air Jordan 1 Chicago model, which put Fugazi ahead of NKSD. These shoes were incredibly detailed. The One in the Chamber mark displays 2 opposing barrels and a single bullet within the 6th shooter. The silver bullet aglets are removable and allow you to freely lace your shoes to your liking. The toe box contains randomly scattered laser-etched bullet holes, which also function as breathable perforations. We get to see the birth of Trev with a hidden wanted poster calling for his capture with a bounty of up to $500,000. The 5 DePauw heel markings signify the presence of a single bullet within the shoe's signature 6-shot revolver. The shoe was also made of premium high-quality tumbled leather for durability and use. Trevor had been working on these for about a year, developing various samples. At the time, not many small brands were making shoes, as it seemed unattainable. Did I mention that certified lover boy Drake was seen wearing them at some point. This marked the end of Fugazi's successful Collection 1, but it was not the end of more incredible footwear and pieces to be brought out. Moving on to Collection 2, Fugazi came back with more outerwear, their first bag installation, and their Farsi branded attire, which we will revisit later in the video. Throughout this time, the Fugazi slugs would drop. The slugs paid homage to the Paris SBs. Transitioning from sneakers to formal wear, Fugazi introduced the 2-cent loafer. These handcrafted shoes made in Portugal were first dropped in black, supple pebbled leather with Vibram outsoles. Also during this time, Trevor collaborated with Absent, releasing a small collection, and Unsound Rags, which they would also host a pop-up for the drop. As we approached Collection 3, the Fats were introduced, a parody of the German army trainer. While most well known for Margiela's iconic adaptation, their history stretches much further back. Handmade in Portugal, the Fats feature tumbled calf leather and suede, with a rubber sole and mesh accents.
The Fats are inspired by old skate shoes, pulling up all these references from early 2000s. And one of the videos is a guy slowly stepping on a banana in Osiris D3s. So we're gonna make that and put it in the larger video that we're working on.
Shortly after, a personal favorite, another loafer variation was released, the wheat version of the 2-cent loafers. These were somewhat underappreciated at the time, but have aged like fine wine, especially with the resurgence and popularity of Timberlands, which brought more attention to wheat-colored footwear. The wheat color on these loafers is really beautiful and stands out. Finally, we arrive at Collection 3, which was split into 3 deliveries. Before the 3rd delivery, on November 23, 2022, Trevor displayed his very own designed Gucci Pierre Paul and Dune sofa, which once again made him go viral.
I always wanted this couch. There's no way to get this couch. So I went out and decided to develop it myself. This here is a very specific couch. You may recognize it. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's a couch. Why did I put this pattern on it? We have to signify that it's a bootleg. Now that we have the couch, I'm not exactly sure what to do with it. You could live on this thing. You eat over here, you sleep over here, you work over there. Was it worth it? The time and development cost? I'd say so.
This sofa was originally popularized by Frank Ocean, who gave a rare glimpse into his world by posting a photo of himself lying on a mesmerizing teal version. Originally created by the innovative French designer Pierre Paulin in 1970, the couch is made up of 4 modules joined together to create an impressive living room masterpiece. Fast forwarding a bit, after Trevor had posted the original photo of his version of the sofa, It was removed for an IP violation on January 19, 2023, supposedly by Paulin himself. Trevor responded to this on Instagram with the following message. The first delivery of Collection 3 brings back the Fugazi branded outerwear, featuring a knitted acrylic jacket with a jacquard design, zip closure, and front chest pockets with a chain stitch word mark. Additionally, there's the Ninja High Pile fleece jacket, a reversible varsity jacket with very intricate details, a teaser of the red loafer, and 3 colors of the Farsi branded beanies. With Collection 3, the bootstraps are also introduced, which are hiking sneakers made from rubberized calf leather, wax suede, and ballistic nylon. All of them were equipped with Vibram Mega Grip rubber soles, molded lace hook hands, and wax shoelaces. As usual, these were also made in Portugal. The final delivery of Collection 3 includes a beautiful jacket adorned with different colored rivets and another piece of footwear being dropped. The Tibet hiking mule. This mule features horse leather, a goat leather wrap cork midsole, Vibram rubber lug sole, and wax shoelaces. It's made in Portugal, but the soles are actually made in the USA. And lastly, another Farsi beanie in the brown colorway being dropped. Now the question comes up, why is Trevor incorporating so much Farsi inspired clothing? During this time in Iran, Mahsa Amini was arrested in Tehran on September 13, 2022, while visiting with her family. She was detained by the morality police for allegedly improperly wearing her hijab. Within hours, she was hospitalized in a coma and died on September 16th. This sparked large uproars and long-lasting protests. For the Farsi brown beanie drop, Trevor would be donating the earnings to an organization in Iran that was not affiliated with the government. Throughout many of Jacob's videos, Trevor can be seen wearing various Iran-themed shirts and hats. Searching the meaning of the last name Gorji, I discovered that it is indeed Persian, which is crazy and explains the amount of Farsi-inspired clothing in the Fugazi collections. Previous Farsi clothing drops actually spelled out the word Fugazi in Farsi, and specifically with the brown beanie, it features the word Masa, which is a really thoughtful detail. Another Persian designer we can add to the fashion space. Some other notable designers that come to mind would be Faria Farzaneh, Mike Amiri, and Mariam Nasirzadeh. Now moving into Collection 4, this is where Fugazi and Trevor truly flourish in marketing, design, and creativity. Trevor posted a picture on Instagram of himself in handcuffs, claiming he was detained for past designs. However, this was all a promotional video showcasing the new holographic sensor slugs available online and at the new Contemporary store in West Hollywood, which would be open for 3 months to the open public. Notable pieces from Collection 4 included the censored alpaca sweater, ranger denim, chain splatter jeans, and a new version of the Tibet hiking mule in waxed hairy cow suede. Additionally, there's the Mark hat, a rip of a Louis Vuitton hat by Virgil Abloh from 2020, based on a Marc Jacobs design when he was the creative director of LV. During Collection 4, the Contemporary store hosted events like a chess tournament with a $500 store credit prize, and a cars and coffee event for the community. After the 3-month Contemporary store, Fugazi would take a trip to New York for Collection 5.
Alright, do it. Okay, let's go, let's go.
Hosting a self-funded runway show featuring pieces from the latest collection. Standout items include the Irony logo, Western belts, a digital display Fugazi belt, unreleased footwear, returning pieces and new variations like cow bootstraps and green penny loafers, trade route pants, the bullseye bag, and lastly Fugazi Letterman button-ups. Eventually it was revealed that Fugazi would open its first flagship store in New York along with Café Le Gaz, a community cafe specializing in in-house coffees and teas from various origins, including Vietnamese and Peruvian. To wrap up the New York arc, Trevor would go viral one final time again on Instagram by creating the world's biggest Birkin bag. Hermes Birkin bag has become a cultural phenomenon and a status symbol since its creation in 1984. In its popularity, the bag has been subjected to several dupes and cultural artworks. Trevor's giant Birkin bag took more than 2 years to complete and is now on display at the New York store.
Where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years?
I don't know. I can't even know what now.
Fugazi's journey from 2019 to 2024 has been nothing short of incredible. From his earlier designs to his current ones, Trevor's vision and creativity have constantly pushed boundaries and set new standards. After all this overwhelming success, it's honestly been incredible to see Trevor's progression. We don't know what lies next for Trevor Gorji, but what we do know is that streetwear is in good hands.